If you a rat, you a rat. And if you rewind this clip a little bit, I looked into the camera and I told you, if you a rat, I hate you. 'Cause I love Thug.
In a recent interview with DJ Akademiks, Lil Durk seized the opportunity to discuss a controversial topic that has ignited a storm within the hip-hop community. As the conversation steered toward the sensitive issue of snitching, Durkio didn't hold back his opinions. With his highly anticipated album Almost Healed making waves in the industry, Lil Durk took a bold stance, referring to Gunna as a rat, alluding to alleged accusations of betrayal involving none other than Young Thug. Gunna, Young Thug, and 26 other members associated with YSL have been incarcerated since May of 2022 following their arrest in a comprehensive RICO case in Atlanta. The charges against the record label assert its involvement as a violent street gang, with Young Thug as its leader. While Young Thug still remains in custody today, Gunna took a plea deal and got out after a few months. Gunna was released from jail after his admission of guilt in the YSL RICO case. According to Gunna's attorney, Steve Sadow, Gunna entered an Alford plea to the racketeering charges. He received a 5-year sentence with credit for 1 year already served, and the remaining portion of his sentence will be suspended. To keep it short and simple, an Alford plea is utilized when defendants do not confess to the crime but acknowledge that the state possesses sufficient evidence to prove their guilt. That's how Gunna managed to regain his freedom. Even though his official statement says, "While I have agreed to always be truthful, I want to make it perfectly clear that I have not made any statements, have not been interviewed, have not cooperated, have not agreed to testify or be a witness for or against any party in the case, and have absolutely no intention of being involved in the trial process in any way." The statement continues. We have seen him also say this in front of the court.
Yes, ma'am.
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
And before you know it, the entire rap game was on Gunna's back, calling him out for being a snitch. Now, Gunna's attorney addressed the backlash and clarified that Gunna did not provide information to secure his release from jail. In a statement, he emphasized that Gunna has remained silent and is not cooperating. He further stated that Gunna's plea statement cannot be used as evidence against any other defendant in court. His attorney even urged people to refrain from spreading false information, but there was nothing to be done about it. Everybody already saw what took place in the courtroom that day, and for most people, Gunna is nothing but a rat. Despite the clarification, Gunna continues to face accusations and has become a target of mockery on social media. Earlier this year, fans speculated that Lil Durk was dissing Gunna in a snippet of a song, and then, just the other day, Durk made it official in an interview. That might not come as a surprise if you don't know a lot about Lil Durk and who he made music with in the past. However, if you're a true fan, then you know quite well that Durkio made a track with Gunna. Remember the track What Happened to Virgil? Lil Durk and Gunna hopped together on that one, and they made quite a serious track, reflecting on the loss of Virgil Abloh, and touching other topics too. Very little after Gunna got out, Lil Durk teased a song on Instagram that appeared to contain lyrics indirectly criticizing Gunna. Durk introduced a little wordplay referencing not only the song that he made with Gunna, but also saying that Gunna's probably gonna snitch.
The girls who that from BBL, what happened to Virgil, we probably gonna tell.
What's important to notice here too is that Lil Durk was the very first rapper from the game to address this situation fair and square, at least according to the street codex. This was nothing short of snitching, and Durk slammed Gunna for it. He didn't wait for Thug's trial to take place or for anyone else to justify Gunna's plea deal. No. What's done is done, and for Durkio, this was a textbook snitch move, and that's just him keeping it 100. That is exactly the reason why Durk decided to double down on his call in a recent interview that he did for DJ Akademiks. He initially hopped on it in order to promote his Almost Healed album that's coming out in a few days from now, but Ak used the opportunity of talking with Durk in person in order to ask a few questions. While he did not initiate the whole debate on Gunna being a snitch, and it wasn't his intention to bring Gunna up in the combo like at all, it just so happened that they started commenting on rats and snitches. For Durk, there's there's nothing to be liked about snitches. Snitches are the reason why he grew up without a father. Snitches are the reason why a lot of his homies are still behind bars. Plus, Ak knew Durk's stance on Gunna and his plea deal a long time ago. Here, all that he was trying to provoke from Durk was a simple confirmation, and that's exactly what he got. Once Ak asked Durkio if Gunna is a snitch, a simple and straightforward answer came out.
Man, I don't sit up and play games, man. That man told you should have went in there and kept your mouth closed.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I thought you were trying to reverse it. I'm like,
hell no. If you a rat, you a rat. And if you rewind this clip a little bit, I looked into the camera and I told you, if you a rat, I hate you. Cause I love Thug.
While Durk was keeping it street, the fans online thought that he got his story all mixed up, especially the part about his father being in jail and not close to him when it mattered the most. One comment online was sarcastic. A person wrote, "He pushing 40 with kids still living by the street code." And another one said that it's only his dad's fault that he got involved in the street life, nobody else's. He should be mad his dad was involved in that gang shit. Which one about Durk? One thing is for sure, he kept the same energy when it came to Gunna. He's definitely consistent when it comes to his morals. Are they the right ones? That's a whole different discussion. Gunna's plea deal was an important event for a number of reasons, but one of the most important ones is this. What does this mean for the music and the rap industry? Wu-Tang told us a long time ago, cash rules everything around me, cream get the money, dollar bill, y'all. Ak and many others have a very strong point when they claim that most people who make rap music these days are not from the street, nor do they represent the streets at all. Rappers like Gunna are just businessmen. They don't care much else other than getting a bag. That's all that matters. The fact that they're talking about violence, guns, hardships on the street life, well, that's just because their target audience wants to hear that. It's not because they lived through those things. A lot of artists these days don't even make music based on their genuine experiences and life stories. That's why when trouble comes their way, and this type of music can put you in trouble, they'll do whatever it takes. Whether it's snitching on someone from your record label or taking a plea deal, it don't matter. Then comes the topic of Young Thug and his future. We still don't know what's going to happen to Thug, given his trials taking such a long time to begin. However, we do know that Gunna's plea deal was a big difference maker in the whole process. The homies from No Jumper pinpointed this issue quite well when they said,
"For real, homie, I'm telling you, because what's keeping him in there longer is people taking these plea deals, because they're even alluding to the fact that they may go and take the stand." You know what I'm saying?
Gunna's terrible, bro, because Thug made him rich.
Tony Yayo also mentioned Gunna and gave his 2 cents about it. The mistake that Gunna made was that he simply wasn't patient enough. He should have done his time and waited until the trial with Thug gets going. After that, he could have left jail and perhaps he wouldn't have put Thug in jeopardy. This way, however, we saw multiple people taking plea deals left and right after Gunna. The fact that his basically right-hand guy took a plea deal and got out gave others the incentive to do the exact same. No doubt about that one. Some people online even pointed out to the very selfish nature of Gunna's decision to take the plea deal. One person said, "I'm tired of everyone saying Gunna snitched. He didn't snitch. All he did was throw everyone under the bus to save himself. LOL." Without a doubt, one of the greatest lies told in hip-hop is no snitching. Dudes tell every chance they get if it saves their ass. In all honesty, nobody knows what's going to happen to Young Thug yet. If Thug somehow makes it out fairly quick, what's probably going to happen is people will just forget about the fact that Gunna snitched in the first place. However, if Thug gets a long time before bars, well, in that case, imagine who's going to take the blame. Most likely it's going to be Gunna. He said that YSL is a gang. He said that the guns and the drugs weren't his, and the only person in the car was Thug. Therefore, he's going to go down in history as a snitch. All that Durk did with his recent comment was simply point out the facts that Gunna did put his man into a tricky position, and only time's going to tell if the costs are going to outweigh the benefits. We're curious to see what you think about Durk's allegations and the fact that he called Gunna a snitch. Do you agree with him, or do you think that he missed out on something? Let us know all about it down in the comments section. Thanks so much for watching to the very end. If you liked the video, then make sure to comment, like, and subscribe to our channel. And as always, remember to keep it RIZZLE.